She raised them alone. She starved so they could eat. She cried so they could smile. And when they finally grew up, they forgot her. Her name was Margaret Turner, but everyone in the neighborhood called her Maggie, the woman with tired eyes but an unbreakable spirit. She became a single mother at 28 after her husband walked out one cold winter morning and never returned. She had 2 children, Emily, 6 years old, soft-spoken and bright. Jacob, 3 years old, playful and full of questions. That day when her husband left, she sat on the kitchen floor for hours, holding both children in her arms, whispering, "Don't worry, Mama's here. Mama will take care of everything." She didn't know how, but she meant every word. Life became a battlefield overnight. Maggie worked 2 jobs, days at a grocery store, nights cleaning offices. She slept 3 hours a night, but never complained. She would skip meals, pretending she wasn't hungry, just to make sure the kids had enough. When winter came, she patched their coats with pieces of her own. When school demanded money for trips, books, uniforms, she worked extra shifts until her hands bled. But she always told her children, "Everything is fine, Mama's strong." They never knew how much she cried into her pillow after they fell asleep. They never saw how many times she fainted from exhaustion when they weren't looking. They never heard how loudly her heart ached on nights she wished someone, anyone, would take care of her for once. Part 2. Her secret letters. Every night, after her children went to bed, she wrote letters. Not to a lover, not to a friend, to her children. Letters she would never send. She wrote about her dreams, her fears, her loneliness, her love for them, her pride, her pain. Letters like letter number 7. "Emily, today you told me you want to be a doctor. I hope you do, sweetheart. Mama will do anything to help you get there." Letter number 15. "Jacob, you asked me why Dad left. I couldn't tell you. That he said he didn't want a difficult life. But even if the world leaves you, I won't." Letter number 26. "Kids, I'm so tired. Today I wanted to give up. But then I remembered your faces, and suddenly I could breathe again." She hid all the letters in a wooden box under her bed. Each letter was a piece of her soul. Years passed. Sacrifices were made, dreams were delayed, health was destroyed. But Margaret never stopped. Emily got a scholarship. Jacob became an engineer. They moved to the city, started new lives, made new friends, and slowly forgot the woman who built those lives for them. Phone calls became rare. Visits almost disappeared. Sometimes they said they were busy. Sometimes they didn't answer at all. Maggie would sit alone at her old wooden table with 2 extra plates she still set every evening. She would look at the door, hoping one day they would surprise her. But that day never came. Margaret grew older. Her hair turned silver. Her back bent. Her hands trembled. But the pain that hurt the most was not physical. It was the silence. Months passed with no visit. No call, no message. On her birthday, she sat with a small cake she bought for herself. She stared at the candles and whispered, "I wonder if they remember." She blew out the candles alone. One winter morning, Margaret didn't wake up. A neighbor found her, peacefully lying on her bed, with a slight smile on her face. But next to her pillow was a letter. Unlike the others, this one had names written on the envelope. For Emily and Jacob. The children rushed home for the funeral. It was the first time they returned in 3 years. After the burial, they found the box under her bed. Inside were hundreds of letters, stacked, dated, organized, each one a story of love they never knew. They opened the last one, the only one addressed to them. I hope you are healthy, happy, and safe. I miss you every day, but I'm proud you are living your lives. If you ever read this letter, it means Mama is gone. Don't be sad. You gave me purpose. You gave me strength. You were my whole world. I never expected anything from you. Just knowing you reached the dreams I couldn't is enough for me. But if I could ask for only one thing, I wish I could have hugged you one more time. Just once. I love you, my babies. I always will. Mom. Emily broke down first. She collapsed to her knees, screaming, "Why didn't we come? Why didn't we call her?" Jacob held the letter with shaking hands, whispering, "She never asked for anything, not even when she needed us the most." They cried over the wooden box, reading each letter, learning about all the nights she starved, all the jobs she took, all the pain she endured for them. And in that moment, guilt became heavier than grief. Later that evening, they found something else in the box, a small note written in shaky handwriting. "If my children ever read this, please forgive yourselves. A mother's love doesn't keep score. A mother's sacrifice is silent. Her pain is quiet. Her love is unconditional. Don't wait for her letters to be the only voice she has left. Value her while she's still here. Always respect your parents. Because of them, you are able to spend your life easy. Your parents makes your life easy. Don't wait for calls or mails. Just call them now and told them you love them.